All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another Saturday episode, or I guess Saturday night, Saturday evening live. We'll have you that. As always, sporting my Everlast sticker. I I don't know who made that sticker for Brother Spicy, but man, this thing has been the original sticker on my bottle. Well, just about every other sticker is worn off. Jason sticker, pretty much gone. That used to be a Four Directions Bushcraft sticker, gone. The sticker itself, fine. Artwork, gone. I've had this one on there for like 4 years. That's a good sticker. Probably made by the same company that made Phil's. And then my Hidden Woodman sticker, as always. That one, I got like three more of these little ones, but so far lasting. So far lasting. I did have a Atwood rope sticker right here, but that thing's completely gone. All that's left is the sticky part of the sticker itself. So I need to get that one off. But anyways, welcome folks to another live stream with your host, me. I got the Jack Nicholson hairdo going over here from when he was in like anger management. So we're just gonna deal with my hair today, or I can put on a beanie, or I can wear my hat. One of the two. I prefer not to wear a beanie because it's hot. I don't know where the hell everyone's at. I'm kind of disappointed. Nobody's here yet. I know I'm live. I went live. Usual time. Wonder where everybody's at today. Well, I guess while I wait for anybody to show up, I will just continue to scroll through random stuff. Yep, still nobody here. Doot doot doodle doot doodle doodle doot. Doodle doodle doot doodle doodle doot. Guess I'm live streaming by myself today. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go wash my fingers. Actually, I'm just gonna go zero dark 30 on here, and I'm gonna finish eating my food. If peeps show up, peeps show up. If nobody shows up, well, hey, Cecilia, how's it going? Good to see you. To answer your question, nachos. This is the only thing I had time for. Yeah, I know you're here early. You actually beat everybody, and I've been live for like a while. Like 5 minutes I've been live, and you're the first one here. I'm gonna close off my screen just so I can. Nachos is a meal. Actually, surprisingly, touches on 3 of the food groups. Corn, which is healthy for you, because these are technically corn chips. Well, corn tortilla chips. So, yeah, I've got corn, vegetable oil, canola, soybean and/or safflower or sunflower oil. So I do have corn essentially, onions or onion powder, uh, salt, paprika, yeast, which is good for you, garlic powder, good for you, chili peppers, good for you. So, and then you got the cheese, which is dairy product. So, That's interesting considering I went live. So I don't know what's going on. Let me see what we got. Ooh, Annie was live 30 minutes ago. Missed that. Let's go find myself. Yeah, I'm showing I'm live. Says I went live 6 minutes ago. It is still a meal. I got beef jerky. I still have a. I don't know what I'm doing. I still have 4 of these left. Shit almost fell out of my chair. And then I have a massive bag of the medallions. Massive bag. Well, these ones are considered the double eagle coin size. Hey, Grace, how's it going? You saw my thief. My You saw my what now? Ugh. Oh, that sucked. Ugh. Oh, my short that I posted the other day. I don't even remember what that short was. I know I did the update video for Thursday. Did I put out a short on Friday? Or Thursday as well? I physically don't even remember. I was like, where the beans did my phone go? Darn. It's been a long weekend, long stressful weekend for me. I don't even know what day it is. I know it's Saturday only because I'm on live, but gotcha. That's understandable. Oh, that chip went down wrong. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, so I did the week 7, which I think it's actually I don't think it's actually week 7. I think it's week 6. Or yeah, I think it's week 6. So I was going through my information and I only counted 6 of these. So I apologize, folks. The week 7 update is technically week 6. I might have to do an addendum or an addendum to my roster here because apparently I was not paying attention to what I was actually doing. I thought I was on that one before. Yeah, I'm a week ahead of myself. I apologize. I might have to go back and just put a short little video out there just saying, hey, or I can just rename all of my stuff. I thought they were supposed to already have that fixed, or are they just taking their sweet time doing it? And apologies, I'm going to go dark again just so I can finish the last few bites of my meal without you guys having to watch me stuff my fat face. That will still be live, but just won't be video. Yeah, I figured that's what I'm going to have to do. Except for the problem is, each video, I specifically say what week I'm on. So that one's going to kind of suck. Because I always say at the beginning of it, like each one, I'm like, hey guys, now here with the 5-gallon bucket challenge week, whatever. So that one's just going to be, I might just have to do an addendum video. Huh. Yeah, I don't think they know what the heck they're doing over there. But then again, internet's getting sketchy. Yeah, I'll most likely just do a little update post sometime. Just correcting myself. Because I really did think I was on week 7. I can't believe it's only been 6 weeks. Because I started that on the 7th of last month. So I was already a week into that month before I started it, which would have given me the last 3 weeks plus we're technically on oh man. I think it's just I'm gonna have to go through a calendar and just actually make sure I'm doing what I'm doing right. Because looking at what I have for the date for the 20th plus my math when I started the other one, my math is not mathing properly. Congratulations, Cecilia. I know that's a hard habit to stop for a lot of people. And the nicotine companies do that on purpose. All right. Finished my dinner. Well, most of my dinner. Although, I thought you stopped doing that a while, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, well, your lungs will thank you eventually. Once they start to recover and heal, they'll be back. They'll be back to normal. Let's see. Because yeah, my phone's going slow right now. Let's see. Yeah, so May 7th, I did the first bucket. The 13th. Actually, no, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, May 13th. Next one was whatever 7 days, so it would have been the 30th or 20th on that one. That is not making sense. Did one June 4th. That'd have been my 4th one. 5th one was the 11th. And the 6th one, yeah, would have been the 15th. Yep, so I'm off. Try running up 4 flights of stairs. Then tell me how well your lungs work. Because that's one of the bigger challenges right there. Ah. Gotcha. So you stopped, then started again. I see. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go wash my hands off briefly and possibly get my beverage because I'm stressing today. My beverage stuff is frigid. Frigid. Because I had it in the freezer. Been in the freezer for like 2.5 hours. I put it in there at 5 o'clock. It is cold, cold, cold. Be right back. Gonna wash my glass. Okay, I'm back. I'm probably not going to start drinking it just yet. I got a few minutes. 15 minutes. I got tons of beef jerky. That's why I specifically went to the store today. After work, I specifically went and bought this today. That's a brand new bag. Says I haven't even opened it yet. Still 100% sealed. It's my choice is either meat sticks, these, the rest of the bag of chips, which I can't physically eat because if I eat the rest of those right now, I'll probably throw up. We've got 2 cans of Pringles down here, which you can kind of see right there. Other than that, everything I have over here is dehydrated food. So, I mean, I could eat dehydrated food. I've got this thing, but I know full well I won't be able to eat this if I cook it. I'll get like halfway through and I will be done. And I do not want to waste a $15 bag of dehydrated food if I'm not going to eat it. What are you talking about? Cecilia, this is not junk food. This is an actual legitimate meal. I don't know why everybody thinks that the stuff that I eat is just nothing but junk food. This is not junk food. This is a $14 bag of actual meat and actual food. I just don't like wasting those if I'm not going to eat it. Or if I'm not going to be able to eat all of it. Cheese is not a junk food. By any stretch of the word, junk food. It's dairy, it's healthy for you. Yeah, it's my emergency foods. I don't want to eat it if I don't have to. I also have... Actually, I don't have anything in my freezer right now other than ice cream cones. Nothing in my fridge either. So yeah, just about everything I have is either beef jerky or dehydrated meals currently. I didn't have time to go buy much more today. I didn't have the patience to cook a lasagna either because I was debating on whether or not I was going to take a nap for like an hour and a half. Well, I say nap, but mini sleep. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning. Went to bed 3:30ish. Had to be back at work. So I'm having a stressful week. I had to be at work yesterday at 8 a.m., which is 2.5 hours before my standard shift normally starts. And I had to do 6 double batches of dough and a single batch, which is a lot of freaking flour. That's a lot. I went through 3.5 50-pound bags of flour yesterday. So I went through 175 pounds of flour yesterday. And then got stuck closing, so I ended up working like a 14 and a half hour shift, and then had to go right back in the morning. So I'm a little worn out. Thursday I was outside all day working on pallets. I was taking those apart. I'm just gonna do this. This is driving me nuts. You stay right there. See, that doesn't look as bad that way. I just gotta remember that comb is in my hair at the end of the thing. No, they're a standard paper. It's a 2-layer. It's essentially really thick construction paper or construction style type paper. Now I wish they came in bags because then I'd have free cloth. But nah, we for pizza places, nah, you can't do that. It's you know what? I just realized it's too much of a waste of material. So everything we get comes in like a paper, similar to like the paper grocery bags, but they're like 2 layers. It's just a little too tight. Okay, there we go. So, or like essentially like what your sugar would come in. Like you get your like bags of sugar from the grocery store. It's kind of it's a bag similar to that, or a similar style of bag like that. So we get them that way. Only problem is, like I said, I go through a lot of bags a week. I go through about 12 to 15 bags of flour a week. Oh yeah, no, I definitely know they used to come in the cloth bags. That was, back in the day when one cloth bag of flour would last you, a good 4 or 5 days. Because not everybody was ordering, 15 pizzas at a time. You'd buy one large pie for you and your family. Everybody would eat the one pie and then be good to go for a day or two. Whereas nowadays, it's like you got these people ordering 5, 6 pizzas at a time, 10 pizzas, 15 pizzas. If it's a big order for like a business, up to like 25 pizzas, which you got to get prepped the day before, do all that stuff just so they can get everything. How's it going, Jason? Good evening, Molly. Already have partial beverage over here. This thing is like mad cold. I had it in the freezer, so it is like super chilly. It's also 99 degrees today, which was ridiculous. I came home, my thermometer read 112, so it was 99 degrees with a heat index of 112, so I'm over here roasting. I was out there wearing my big old hat, sweating buckets, just watering plants. And I'm going to go water some more afterwards because, yeah, it's just hot. Ooh, thunderstorms. Well, at least you're getting free water. That should be good for some of the plants. Ooh, excuse me. Hope nobody heard that. Oh. Well, luckily we won't be drinking too much because my bottle's almost empty. Yes, I have a very large mixer at work. So we have the Hobart. I would say mine is the medium-sized mixer. For portable industrial, hey, Ground Fog, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm not talking like the M&M's factory style mixers where the damn thing's like 5 feet wide, 10 feet wide, 4 or 5 feet deep. No, I don't have one of those. I have the medium, yeah, I would have mine is the medium bowl comparatively to like most industrial mixers. So I can mix a batch of flour in there. I can mix up to 75 pounds of flour in that mixer, in that particular bowl. Getting it out is not easy, but I can mix up to 75 pounds of flour. Now, that's 75 pounds of flour, 5 pre-mixed bags of yeast mix, which is like yeast, salt, milk powder, a few other things. And then you still have, God, 3.5 liters times 7. No, 5. At 2.5, 3 quarts. Sorry, at 3 quarts times 5. So that's what, 2.5, 3 gallons. So yeah, 3 gallons of liquid, like a pound, 2.5 pounds of yeast mix. Actually, no, I stand corrected. It's more than that. It's 2.5 pounds, because each bag is 8 ounces. 16 ounces is a pound. So yeah, 2.5 pounds of yeast mix. I've done it before. You just got to be very careful when you do it, but it can be done. But like I said, getting it out of the mixing bowl once you got 75 pounds of flour in there is not easy. Yeah. The one I have at work is about 12 grand. Brand new. I have a floor model one, but again, yeah, must have ate. See, my boss in the other work has the smaller one. They have the single Hobart mixer. I have one of the larger industrial ones, not like the countertop ones. Mine's going to be similar to the Legacy HL600. That's kind of similar to what I have. Shit, I don't even think they make mine anymore. That mixer I have is so dang old. Yeah, I would have to physically look up the actual item number or the actual mixer serial number to be able to figure out which one I have specifically. Because mine has, the one I have has a up and down, but it's really hard to explain. Oh, here we go. I found it. So this one's a used one. This was 5,500, but this is exactly what I have. This one is the Hobart P660. That is exactly what I have. Except my cap on mine is mine's the same color as the base. So let me just do this. So, for those curious, this is the kind of mixer I have at my work site. Like exactly to the T. Same style of handle, same switch. That thing, by the way, is a monster. You've got your time dial, which goes up to like 20 minutes, I believe. Your on and off switch. Yes, this does come with the attachment for the graters. So that's really what these things are designed for as well, is you take the mixing hook off, you attach your, I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Ha, I apologize. Folks, let me see if that one were, again, I apologize. I thought I was showing it. StreamYard's stupid update. Now I have to do this. So, specifically, this is the exact same mixer I have at my work. I swear to God, I kid you not, with this one, my bowl, the bowl I have is in way better condition, but the feet look almost exactly identical with wear. Because that's where you're going to run into it with, like, you're down here, you're going to have water from your mopping, cleaning it with a broom. The chips here and there are going to basically be from, like, running into it with a mop bucket, cart, anything with the wheels on it. But this is literally the same one I have. There's your, I don't know if that's, I can't, okay. Just making sure that when it switch pages, it shows. That one's actually got a, yeah, that's the same one. So this port here is for your cheese shredder or your mixers or your grinders. Things if you're doing like the meat grinders, so you can make processed meat, or I guess ground beef making. So you just chuck your big old chunks of meat into your grinder and it'll make it. This is your timer. I think, like I said, it goes up to like 20 minutes. And then you have side style over here. You've got, oh, this one's only got 2 speeds. Mine's actually got 4. That's interesting. Aside from the speed switch or lever, this is essentially the same thing I have. Lock bars there. There is a lock bar in the back that holds the bowl in. Then this is how I lift it up and down. Yeah. Different style of dough hook, but pretty much the same. That dough bowl has seen some better days. That thing down there, that dimple in the middle, that has been beaten to hell. I don't know how, I wonder how many times they've dropped that hook in there just to make that dent. That's steel down there, by the way. Same with this dent right here. That damn near looks like a bullet hole. And the rim here, I don't know what they did to smash that, but good Lord. I've dropped mine and kind of deformed it slightly, but it still works. I've never dented it like this. I have a dent in my bowl, kind of like right down here where this like shiny spot's at, but that's it. And I've been using that thing for like 8 years, 9 years. Actually, I've been around that mixer for like 13 years. And yeah, this is in terrible condition in my opinion. There's the model number. Oh, that's only 1,700 RPMs? Eee, that's slow. I think mine goes up to like 3,500. But that thing, again, mine has 4 speeds. So that thing motors. Ooh, let's see. Hey, CR, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I got no rain. It was supposed to rain the other day, but it didn't do anything. It was just super, super windy. Oh, I got that one side over here I missed. Oh, that's my hair. Ha! I thought I missed with the comb. Oh, no, I did miss a little bit right here. Little patch right there. I guess I didn't get all of it. Oh, well. It's not as noticeable. I do have the little shelf, but I've got to shave that off anyway. Are you getting any rain events from that thunderstorm, Jason, or is it just thunder? Ooh, I just realized what time it was. Allowances to be up either until get kicked off or until your internet decides it doesn't want to Let's see. Don't got any bugs in here this week? No bugs. Nice. CR, do you have any options or means of acquiring a larger water tote, like one of the brute trash cans? If that's what you guys have over there, I don't know. Do you guys have brute? You should have brute trash cans in Canada, right? Or even Rubbermaid or Tupperware, something, or not Tupperware. I know Rubbermaid makes trash cans, but I don't know the extent of their stock distribution. Oh, I see an old guy down in the basement.
Yep.
Or, well, I thought I saw an old guy down in the basement. Nobody's there. It's a skrank bleen.
Nobody here but us chickens.
I can't even get I wanted my dang chickens like 3 months ago. I can't even get them yet. I'm freaking mad. I wanted my chickens so next year I have a stock of freaking chicken eggs. But no, I can't freaking seem to get my area figured out. Well, I know what I have to do. The only problem is timing. Now, where did my stirring stick go? There it is, buried under my spoon.
Yeah, when we were over at the Atwood's last Wednesday, they had chickens for $5 a piece.
Yeah, for the chicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about normal. That's what Tractor Supply has them at as well. They're most of them are $4.99 to $6.99, and then if you get the special ones, those are upwards of $7.99 to $9.99 a piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because all of a sudden now, after 8 months, there's no chicken pandemic. So for some stupid reason, all the chickens went down in price.
It was inflated on purpose.
No, during that BS crisis that they said, oh no, after we lost 5-point-something million chickens.
Yeah.
The chickens were $10, $15 a freaking chicken. They were for the chicks. They were $10, $12 a piece. And it was extremely hard to even find chickens.
Yeah, wait till next January when it happens again.
It is 73 degrees in here. I'm going to be sweating my ass off here in a minute, but I cannot hear with that air conditioner on. Because if I crank this thing up too loud, it's just going to reverb the sound, because now it's going to come out the speakers, that thing's going to pick it up, and everyone's just going to be pissed. But, yeah, no, chickens were... And now, and the funny part is I have my boss, his daughter, well, stepdaughter, they have a property about half an hour south of me, and they had about 15, 20 chickens. They decided to get rid of all of but 2 or 3 right before the pandemic of the stupid chickens hit. Oh boy, dude, let me tell you, she was pissed because my boss was getting fresh chicken eggs about every week or two. They were getting, good 2.5 dozen eggs. And then she decides to get rid of the chickens because that's just too much. And right then the pandemic of the chicken pandemic hit. And yeah. Then they had to start buying eggs.
You just never know when it's going to happen.
Ooh, 53 degrees. Well, that's because he's got rainstorms over there. I'm assuming that's why their CR is because you got rain over there or whatnot on your side. But yeah, no, I agree, Jason. You never know when something's going to go sideways.
Nope. I mean, you can predict kinda, but you can't pick the exact month or week.
Or the exact day. I mean, you can, if they say that they're like, oh, we lost 1.5 million chickens off of one farm. Okay, expect within the next couple of weeks the prices to go up significantly.
and then the next farm, and then the next farm.
Yeah, because somehow it never just hits one. It's always every last one of them. All within like a 2-week span.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think it's a load of BS just so they can find a way to
Who
recoup
says
their
they're
own
actually?
losses.
And who says they're actually getting rid of the chickens?
That's what I'm saying. I
I
think
don't
it's
see
a
that
ploy to recoup losses because the government keeps screwing them over. Because you may be a chicken farmer, but that main word is farmer.
happening.
And we know what our government does to farmers.
Yep, they can't keep their busy BS out of it.
They promise them the freaking Taj Mahal, but then they give them a shit covered paper bag. Which is again why a lot of us have really started to grow in our own food.
Yeah. I can turn my phone off now, so it won't charge. Like I said, it was
What's
busy.
Ollie listening to?
And I drove past the gas station today. $3.59 a gallon.
Damn, you're cheap over there. Shit's like $4.19 over here. I don't think CR answered my question. If he did, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, 2 weeks ago it was what $4.60 for non-ethanol. That was pricey, and that's what I run my equipment on. But it's still cheaper than buying another one or a repair, like the generator or the mower. Which reminds me, I need to get a oil change for the mower.
Well, no, I understand that you maxed the capacity with CR, but like, what specifically do you use other than 5-gallon buckets? Because a 5-gallon bucket will only last so long before it starts to break down in the sun, or just break down in general.
Yeah,
For some reason, those buckets, unless it's like a food grade bucket, I think they specifically on purposely make them weak enough to degrade after a certain amount of time. That way you're forced to buy a new bucket.
Yeah.
Which is why freaking Tupperware went out of business. They were making products so damn good, nobody was buying new stuff. They'd buy it once and they'd have it for like a lifetime. I've got Tupperware in my pantry that's 40 plus years old.
Yeah.
Still works just fine as the day it was purchased.
Now, CR, do you have the ICBA totes available where you are? Or are they just too expensive?
Wait, but see, I want to know what you use for water storage containers there, CR. Are you using just straight 5-gallon buckets? Are you using like 20-gallon trash cans? Like, what are you using for water storage? I've got a combination of 200-gallon rain barrels, which were like $400 a piece. Those things were expensive. I have 4 55-gallon water barrels, 2 of which are mine. I have a 44 and a 35, all of which are specifically mine. Barrels mostly? Okay.
Yeah, those totes are stackable, by the way.
Ooh, nice 237. Man, I wish I was buying gas at that price. Damn.
Oh, guess what I'm buying tomorrow?
Freedom seeds?
No, I got plenty of those. No. I walked by part of the garden department this morning. I look over and said 50% off. And I walk over there, and the irises are going to be like $3.50. So I'm going to buy a couple of the irises tomorrow.
Nice. I keep meaning to check to see if they're going to have any more citrus, but I checked last week or the week before, and they still had like 40 of the citrus plants in those big pots that I bought. Like that last one that came with that big old orange citrus pot that was like the 3-gallon freaking the 3-gallon bucket or whatever, the 3-gallon, basically 3-gallon planter. They had a ton of those. They were just sitting there like 6 pallets just full of the damn things. Which is funny as hell because I've gone to the other Home Depot. They don't even have them.
Wow.
So I got lucky this season. There was actually an abundance, a surprising abundance of citrus. Usually they're suffering. There were like 2 years where I couldn't even find citrus.
Yeah, last year and the year before. It was difficult to get them. And when they came in, they were gone.
Yeah. So I got lucky. No, it was the year before last and then the year before that one. So it was 23 and 24. 25, I found like 3 or 4 of them. Ah, man, I don't know what the heck that was, but that popped. Ooh. That's going to be tasty. Ooh.
What'd you do?
Bleeding. I popped something on the side of my ear. Look at this. Gee, a little bleedy. That's right. This tastes like... Oh, you monkey turd. Look at that. I got it right on the side of my neck. That sucked. Yeah, I popped something good. By the way, eating one's blood is not recommended. It just tastes like eating a nickel. Damn, 3 inches of rain in 24 hours ain't bad for Canada.
That's good, yeah. Well,
you got to be out of your dry season finally.
Now, CR, are you in the rain shadow of the mountains?
Well, remember, he's in the same time zone I am, so.
Yeah, I know. He's got the Rocky Mountains up there, and I didn't know if he was in the rain shadow or not, or if he was actually up in elevation on one of the plateaus.
I don't actually know specifically or directly where he's at. He usually doesn't like to divulge information of his general location. He doesn't even do general location. All I know is he's in the same time zone I am. Hey, lots of rain is good. Save what you can and then just let nature water your plants. I wish I was getting more rain myself. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So if I get rain, I get rain. If I don't get rain, I don't get rain. So I'm assuming the greenhouse is holding up with the plants inside of it not getting super wet.
Yep. So far it's holding up.
And do you still have the plastic on it, or you got the shade cloth?
Oh, the plastic's on it right now.
Okay. I'm assuming just rolled up to like the halfway mark, or
nope. I just got both ends opened up. Got them clamped on there with some clamps.
Yeah. Okay.
The spring clamps, so it's getting the airflow, and I got to water about every 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, because even with the airflow, it still gets hot in there and dries them out fast.
Yeah.
I watered all my plants 2 days ago. I checked them this morning. Ooh. Oh my God, there's another guy. Oh no, look at this. Another dude in the basement.
Hey. What up, Matt?
Not a lot, besides the temperature.
Right? What'd you hit today?
It rained most of the day.
Yeah. We got to 88 today.
We got almost 5 inches of rain just today.
Damn, but what was your temperature?
Well, as soon as it stopped raining, it was hot, muggy.
Well, yeah, I understand the mugginess. You might as well just be walking around with a freaking spray bottle, spraying yourself in the
Oh, by
gonads.
the way, too bad you
It said
couldn't eat that
80
one.
degrees.
80 with like a 90% chance or 90% humidity.
I did never even look at the weather. I remember seeing the thermometer outside saying 80.
By the way, I like that turtle that you saw.
Oh yeah, you should go check out the other video that just became public.
Oh, too bad you can't keep it unless you have an actual license for it.
It's not an alligator snapping turtle.
Oh, it wasn't. I thought it was.
No, I thought it was too. Looking at it underneath the water, the colors on the shell, it looked like it had spines.
Yeah.
Cassidy picked it up out of the water. It is not an alligator snapping turtle.
Oh,
It is still a snapping turtle. It's just not an alligator.
in the pond.
Damn, no.
Shit, no, that thing will eat every other fish in the pond,
Yes.
and then you're just going to have a 50-pound snapping turtle.
It'd have to be bigger.
Yeah, Matt was thinking about it too. He's like, I might consider eating it.
A turtle sauce piquant is
Hey,
the
it's
ball.
the only animal that comes with his own dish.
Turtle soup.
No, not turtle soup. Turtle sauce piquant.
That to me sounds like a Louisiana dish.
It
Served
is.
shell.
Yeah, something about that screamed Louisiana. Like, I don't know why.
Oh man, I had a really good breakfast on Wednesday. I had one of those little boudin rolls. Oh man, that was so good. I haven't had one. It was spicy. I haven't had one in a while.
What roll?
Is that somebody in the chat saying hi to me?
Yeah.
The same one that just comes into my live stream to type the word drop and leaves and doesn't even say hello?
Probably. Evening, Colin. How's it going? Yeah, at least I'm starting to finally get people in here. I was in here for like 5 minutes and nobody was showing up. I was like, whatever, everybody.
We were dealing with dinner and all that.
I popped in for a minute, but I was on my phone, so it was crappy internet. Cell service, I should say.
So I have officially technically seen signs of the second plant bandit, but haven't physically seen it, and none of my plants are currently taking damage. So
Well, that's good.
I think the one that I clipped was the female.
No draggers?
I flipped it over. I did not see coconut tree or coconuts.
If you can find it,
scroll up, it should be in there. I didn't delete it yet.
it's in there.
Matt picked
I
it up.
found
Hey,
it.
Deb, how's it
Deb.
going? Hey,
Yep.
unplanned naps are good if you get a good one. I was going to do the same thing after I got home from work, but I had to go water my plants. Were all out there all sad and suffering.
Hey, CC, yeah, mine or not.
Yeah, you're getting a crap ton of rain. I ain't got rain in like 2 weeks. I've had like 4 back-to-back 100-degree days with 100 of the like 115.
I went yesterday, overheated my vehicle, but I went all the way into town to go to the liquor store and to go by the Walmart or Home Depot to get some soil so I can finish separating my tomatoes. And yeah, it didn't stop raining.
Mine are doing good right now, Matt. Like, they're like tall. I need to pull them out and I need to get them separated into their own containers.
My yellow pear tomatoes that were gone that started coming back are like this tall now.
Nice.
What are you?
Six inches.
Okay, yellow pear tomatoes. Is that you said pear? Yellow pear. Sorry, I am so tongue-tied right now.
Yellow pear tomato, yes.
Okay, that's what threw me off. I've never heard of those.
It literally it looks exactly as the name amplifies. It's a yellow tomato with the shape of a pear.
Oh wow. Okay. That sounds cool. What is it? Taste any different than a regular tomato or
Just
no?
like a tomato.
I don't know. I've never had them before.
Okay, it makes me just curious because it's it's like the purple ones. I don't know if the purple ones taste any different from the regular tomato either. So,
I
Oh,
don't know. I
every
have those
tomato
too.
tastes different from another tomato.
Mhm.
It's just a matter of
hey,
preference.
Cecilia,
Like your cherry tomato is going to taste way different from a Roma tomato versus a beefsteak.
That's wrong, CC. By the way, hi, CC.
oh, what did you say hi now?
Wearing a sweater. I'm
Hi,
like
Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
sweating in the house with the air conditioner going.
Marcus attackers or crackers or smackers or whackers is just saying hi.
Where? I didn't see Macus, attackers, crackers, and smackers, and whackers. Where's he at? Mac, get up here. Macus.
Hey, you're being summoned.
Mac.
There he is.
I see him. I see the tail. Oh, there he is. He's on the chair. He's on the chair. I didn't see him on the footstool. I just saw the tail move.
He was waiting for me to move so he could get in my chair.
He was blending in.
Also known as Tony.
CC, I would trade you places in a heartbeat. It is too hot here.
How hot is it?
80 degrees and 90% humidity.
And the water's too high.
I was an opening for a joke.
Yeah, but the lake's going to have a lot more water in them too for you.
It's so hot that the lakes are completely evaporated.
Jason, did you see my post over on Instagram?
No, I have not.
You posted
I
on
shared
Instagram?
it. I shared it. I shared it.
Posted adjacent?
I shared a neighbor friend of mine's RV that he had up for sale. I
And
shared a picture of it.
Ooh.
going to it now.
It's
Planning
one
on
of those.
purchasing or?
Oh no,
No acquisitions?
but it's a fifth wheel.
Camper?
Mm-hmm. RV or camper, whatever you want to call it.
Well, fifth wheels and RVs are two separate things.
It's the one that goes up and into the bed of the truck, kind of like a gooseneck, but it's called a fifth wheel.
That's a fifth wheel.
And yeah, when Jason sees it, he's gonna be like, "Wow," because
When we can afford
that
it,
would be right here to me.
I'm not seeing it. You didn't send it to me. You just posted it, right?
Yes, I just posted it. Let me see. It's not my video. It's my friend's video. I just shared it.
Oh, jeez. That is all the way up to the
Yeah,
floor on the
Jason,
inside.
that's right here to me.
That's how far? Yeah.
how deep it is?
That's
Oh, yeah.
That's yeah. It's
Oh,
like
that's
5
5
feet
and a
of
half
water.
feet.
That is crazy. There, I shared it with you guys.
So, mhm.
No,
I
it's
was
about,
through water pretty deep once when I was in the service because of
And it's not moving. That water is still.
Is it what's the word for it? Septic?
No, the water is
No.
up. It's not moving.
Well, that's one
There's
of the
water 5 feet, 5 foot of water from the ground. It's literally touching the bottom of the fifth wheel.
Well, I get that part. I was just wondering. It says it's not moving. Is it causing any?
Well, I posted on our group chat.
Okay.
It's in standing water.
Yes.
so basically, it's turning the fifth wheel into a boat, just not quite.
It's a motor. What is it? Houseboat. Yeah, that's it.
It's a sunken houseboat, is what it is.
Yeah, the storage compartments on that thing are flooded.
That thing is totaled. It's totaled
Yeah.
automatically.
That's probably a
saving
$200,000 trailer too.
When he posted
save
it
it.
on Instagram, he called me shortly after, and he was like, "Good thing I kept the insurance on it."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, that thing is fragged.
So,
Would you actually own something like that? A fifth wheel there,
I
Matt?
have no use for it.
Yeah.
We're looking at a smaller one, a Grand Design 17 MKE. It's a smaller one.
That's with everybody, Cecilia. It's not just necessarily you. Once you get to a certain age, it's. I think what it is mostly is because everybody's on blood thinners once you get to a certain age, and the cold is just not your friend anymore.
Just for you guys, FYI, I have to sit around here with a freaking wool blanket over my legs.
Yeah, because your blood is the equivalent of like 10W20
Mm-hmm. Not by choice.
instead of like 8W40.
But don't get me wrong, I love the cold, though. I just love being out in the cold.
Yeah, when you're younger, your blood is like grease. When you get older, your blood is like watered down oil.
Well, and he's probably like the rest of us, having to take all kinds of blood thinner type stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Once you hit the blood
I have
thinner,
heart
that's the same way.
medication. It requires that, yeah.
So do I.
I wouldn't think. I mean, I can understand you were diabetic. I didn't realize you had heart issues as well. I'm sorry to hear that. I know it's just the fact that it happens.
Grace,
I get it.
It's just extra medicine that I have to take every day.
Yeah.
Grace knows
Okay.
she's going camping in the elements. And I know she has a
Ellie
element.
It's an Ellie int.
No, it's la.ent.uk//.
But no, he bought that travel trailer after Harvey because he lost his house, so he was basically living in the RV.
Yeah.
I find it funny now that the tables have turned on him.
And he moved it
RV?
from the driveway up towards close to the main highway, and it was in a relatively low spot. He didn't realize that the culverts were clogged.
Ooh.
That's.
I don't
Okay,
think
I wonder how far he was.
Plug would have helped that. So
How far was the fifth wheel from his house?
20
Judging
minutes.
from the picture, maybe
5
100
minutes.
yards.
He moved it over by the highway so that more people would see it because it was up for sale.
Oh, so he lost everything on that one.
He's got insurance on it, so everything he already cleaned it out, and there was nothing left in there that he was keeping.
Are they going to say acts of God on that one, saying they can't pay it?
No, see, he had to get this special insurance on it because of Harvey.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, insurance is going to pay for it.
Yeah, because it was essentially his main proprietary home. So with that in mind, yeah, you have to. There's a different slew of regulations and insurance that you have to squeeze on there.
So if he could figure out a way to scrap the entire trailer, keep the frame, he's got himself a trailer he can haul stuff on.
Oh God, no. I mean, yeah, if he decided to strip it down to the bare metal and the axles and the wheels, but yeah, no, that's.
Well, I mean,
Rebuilding
better
that-
get life out of it.
He'd almost be better. Yeah, he'd be better off just burning it to the ground. It'd be cheaper.
Well, maybe.
He's
No,
going to
but
let
you
the
know, they
insurance.
went-
He's going to let whenever the water recedes, he's going to go over there and pull it back to the house and call his insurance and be like,
I would straight call the insurance now and be like, look, this sucker.
"Oh, he's already." That was the whole reason that he even did the video to begin with.
Oh, he documenting it. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So you
As
know,
long as they know in advance of what's going on.
Yeah.
yes,
I'm like
yeah, you
fight
get
to
the
the water.
timestamp and everything else.
Did
I
they
told
fix
him,
the
I was like,
culvert?
they might say something different because it has the for sale sign right there in the video.
But it doesn't matter. It wasn't sold yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, until title transfer, yeah, it's still on his property, so insurance is still.
If he's paid up the insurance and it's still on his property, it's not sold, it counts.
Well, and see, that's the thing because he was talking like a couple of months ago about dropping the insurance since he wasn't living in it anymore.
It's a good thing he didn't, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he gets the money one way or the other.
Yep.
How much was he asking for it?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Don't have to worry about it now.
Don't-
He asked me if I was interested, and I'm like, no. I have no use for a fifth wheel because it takes a special type of vehicle to pull it around.
Yeah.
I would, a gooseneck I'd be fine with, regular gooseneck that is, or a bumper pull. But yeah,
fifth wheels are kind of odd. I mean, you can get if you have at least a 2500. You can do it in there, but you have to have the horseshoe platform for the gooseneck itself to lock that kingpin in, or to get that pin in there. So essentially, you'd have to have a flatbed trailer or a flatbed truck, like the working trucks that you'd normally have, like like your standard city truck with the plate metal, whatever on the backside. Like you'd have to have one of those with the horseshoe on there. But even that's still a pain in the ass because that's essentially single axle dual tire on the back, so basically single axle dually for some of them, or you can get the dual axle dually.
You can put those fifth wheels in just about any. It's just a matter of how much it weighs and how much your vehicle can pull.
Yeah, the fifth wheels those are easy to do for the goosenecks, but
but I would prefer the gooseneck or the gooseneck, a regular gooseneck, or a bumper pull. But see, because almost every truck that I've ever owned has a gooseneck in it because we have gooseneck trailers.
Yeah. So. Now, goosenecks are easier to work around with because you can basically jackknife that thing and drive it in donuts. Yeah. And I love watching these people trying to back one of those up because the pivot point is so weird. Like you turn one direction just like a half an inch and that thing's all in like the weirdest direction.
Have you ever seen that old video about the VW Bug
yes.
trailer? Where it hooks up to the top roof of the...
Yeah, it was made in like the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, like the little Bug or something.
Yeah.
And it had the gooseneck style, dead center of the middle of the
roof.
hood of it, like...
It was on the roof.
Yeah. You could basically do donuts and drive in circles with that thing, no matter where you went. You could even literally, if you did it right, you could literally back up, driving forward, looking at the front end of the trailer.
I think it was kind of cool. You can basically maneuver it a lot easier.
The concept was fantastic. Yeah. It was the application that just didn't work out so well. Not everybody was like thinking, "Oh, that's a great idea."
Well, nowadays it's a great idea, but back then it wasn't.
That's why it's the concept was great, but the application was kind of meh at the time.
Would you take one now?
I would not sit in it.
You wouldn't be able to fit in it, would you?
No.
Even if I did fit, I still wouldn't.
You don't like VWs?
No, it's the design mat was reinforced like your standard derby cars, but at the same time,
it's still a Bug.
No, that's the original Bug. This is the difference.
It doesn't matter. It was still a Bug.
What's wrong with a Bug?
Nothing. I just wouldn't. I would not put anything over my head inside of something that little.
You know, someone's hearing you, and they're going to probably do a Yugo or a Mini or something like that.
No, the worst one would be the Geo Track, or if that sucker had a fifth wheel or gooseneck on the hood or on the top. Bro, you turn to the left, and that sucker, I guarantee, would roll over.
It would probably go better on that than the Bug.
I never liked the Geo Tracker. It was like
I'm not a fan of
version of the Jeep.
Oh. Well, at least you put it on a Pinto. That way you wouldn't have to worry about the rear bumper going boom.
Oh, no, if you put it on a Pinto, you drove over a stick, you'd explode.
Well, the only thing a Geo Tracker had going for it was gas mileage. That was it.
It just, the wheelbase was too narrow.
Oh, yeah, no, that thing was like an SUV had done a Jeep, and then it was like the love child.
And the Jeep was like the sister or something? Yeah.
Yeah. I sat in one of those for like 45 minutes. God almighty, the leg room in the back seat.
Oh, you just insulted Grace's little 73 Bug that she has.
I have nothing against VW Bugs. I
I'm
just
fine with the original.
I would not sit in one that has the hookup on top of it with a camper hanging off the top.
Oh.
I wouldn't do it.
You couldn't fit it in anyway.
That's beside the point.
No,
the
new
peanut
one,
gallery is behind them,
I don't
beside the
consider them
mat.
bugs. I consider them beetles. There's a difference. When they moved the engine from the back to the front, they ceased being beetles.
And the whole reason that I say that is because
The
like
bugs, I mean.
the little sand rails that they used the VW bugs to make.
Mm-hmm.
I love them things to death.
Oh, yeah, the
Why
Baja
would
bugs?
the Baja bugs. Why in the world would I want to put something over the top of it where I can't go Baja?
True. You can always take it off. That's the whole point, especially with the Baja
It
one.
would still have the connections up there.
You can take them off.
No,
And how
you'd have
pure
to
is
have
that going to be?
that connection point was reinforced, integrated into the frame, which means in order to take that off, you would have had to have laser cut or weld cut that or torched that framework off.
Not like they do in the back of pickup trucks, so it just fits into a little fitting and pops in and out.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the bug was the original rat rod.
Yes.
No. The
Maybe.
Model T or A was.
We're talking where they've completely customized it and just ratted it out.
Yep. That was the original Model T or A.
Counting cars would beg to differ with you.
Well, they were modifying cars for racing and everything way before the bugs even existed.
Yeah, but we're talking about modifying for racing. That's a different class. We're talking about rat rods.
Somebody look it up. I'm not looking it up.
Basically modified for personal use. So essentially
For
taking
off-road.
a stock vehicle, slight modifications, almost technically cherrying out a vehicle, but it's like instead of your standard intake, you're over there throwing a freaking turbo on there to increase your horsepower like 50 to 75 extra HP, just cranking a switch. So basically any of your vehicles that have like NOS is considered a rat rod vehicle or modified.
Technically, it says the 1932 Ford Roadster was the first one. Considered a
But
rat
they were
rod.
taking VW bugs apart
Well, I didn't say they
turning
didn't.
them and turning them into desert rods, hot rodding in the desert for running sand dunes.
I was gonna say technically wasn't that the original Jeep? Because that's what that damn thing was designed for, just to be airdropped out of a crate.
Yeah, but the original Jeep was
Designed in
designed for all
1940.
terrain. They
True.
designed it for that.
It was designed
the
for all
military.
terrain, not all weather. That's the big problem.
I don't know. I have a friend of mine that has one of those old Army Jeeps, and that thing will literally climb trees, and it doesn't matter if it's raining outside or not.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but the thing is, those damn things had no canopy. So if it was raining outside, no ass was getting wet.
Yeah, so
But the thing with those Jeeps,
if you were in a Jeep, you were out to have fun. So either A, it was really hot,
or get shot at.
or B, really muddy and climbing
True.
rocks and stuff.
But I mean, then again, you got a vehicle that was designed to be airdropped in a crate and assembled in like 30 minutes by 5 dudes.
Nope.
Yeah, well,
and
and then
it's
they-
done in about 7 minutes on camera.
But then they went and changed that, and then they come out with the Hummer, and which hands down by far is very superior to what it was capable of and what it was for. And then they go and H2 it
Oh, the H2
and
was a
screw it up.
terrible ass.
The worst one I've ever seen on the H1, I'm sorry to say, was a promotional one that they polished for a recruiting station.
I was fine with it with the Humvees, like the original Humvees or the Hummers. When I was younger, I would have given my damn kidneys and my testicles to own one of them damn things. But base model was like $80K for civilian. and it went
I just
up.
I just want one of the decomposed old military ones that hadn't been jacked with that doesn't even have a speedometer on it.
Yes, I'll take
But-
one of those for if I could get that for like 20, 30K. Hell, I would do it.
Yeah, the diesel engines are worth it.
Ain't got no AC in the damn thing.
Nope.
Don't need it.
You got basically 4 on the floor, 4-wheel drive with like the crawl speed of a freaking turtle, but you've got torque and power on that thing like you was sitting there driving a freaking 8-wheel diesel trailer. And
The only
that
one
thing,
I wouldn't want, I
can't-
don't want the ambulance ones.
you can't flip one of those damn things over unless you're doing like what? It's like 85 degrees and you hit a bump.
No,
I'm
if I
sorry?
got one of the ambulances from the military, it would have to be like from the first war.
Okay, I have a story from when I was in the service. We have a guy who has a literal record of flying a Humvee ambulance 43 feet.
How fast was he going?
No speedometer, remember?
Yeah, but a Humvee doesn't really did like the original Hummer. I think topped out at like 55 miles an hour.
This is the ambulance, and he had people in the back, and he basically broke the axles all at once when he landed.
Dude must have landed dead flat,
Oh, it couldn't handle the weight.
which somehow I would think because I've seen people jump cars. You either land sideways on the front or in the ass end.
He went
You do
off.
not land all 4 tires at the exact same moment.
He went off a culvert and landed flat, trying to jump a culvert.
What does that in an ambulance?
Yeah, he did, and he lost everything. Last time I heard, he was in Leavenworth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lost a damn patient too.
No, this was in a training exercise. This was in the United States when it happened.
That sounds about right.
I will tell you this: if I had a choice between the Humvee ambulance and the M1010, the original Blazer ambulances, I would take the Blazer one every freaking time.
I'm gonna take a deuce and a half. Sorry.
No, ambulances wise, they're different. I've got personal experience with both.
Yeah, ambulance is great and all because technically you could gut it and turn it into like a camper, but I will straight take a deuce and a half because when your ass is stuck in the mud, it's gonna be me and my deuce and a half dragging you out.
I will say this:
I would take the deuce and a half over the ambulance.
I would
Hands
take
down.
this half.
well, for just driving around, I would take the M1010 because the original ones were so freaking comfortable. You could drive it for 1,000 miles and not get tired.
A deuce and a half, you could put a freaking home on the back end of it and drive it wherever you want to.
If you have the skills to do so, yes, I know. I've seen people who've done that.
Anybody has the skills to build a home.
Well, see again, Matt, with that concept, that's why the ambulance would be a good idea for that because you could just strip out all the cabinetry and everything else and just build your framework. You've already got the shell. But
And
a deuce and a half.
A deuce and a half already has 90% of what you need. You just got to put a roof over it.
Deuce and a half. If you've got the canvas shell for that, you've already got your roof, and it's military grade, waterproof, freaking canvas.
No, there's actually the mobile command centers are a little bit better than that.
But a deuce and a half, it would be more logical for you to have something like that. You know, especially like if you have cows and stuff like that, you can use it to haul feed. You can use it to haul hay. You can.
Oh, they used to do that back in
whatever
in
you
World War
want.
II. After World War II, they did that.
Yeah, you could use a deuce and a half, fifth wheel.
Hey, I would
Nice
get
way to circle back there, Cliff.
Had to.
Well, like I said, if I had a chance to get a deuce and a half, I want it on with a scissor lift.
Ooh, damn.
I know
How
what
about
there's for sale.
How about you just find a deuce and a half, and I'll give you the scissor lift to put on it.
I know where there's a deuce and a half for sale right now in Des Moines.
Yeah, that's still that guy's still selling that thing?
It's out in front of the Brass Armadillo. It has been.
it's not like there's a lot of people looking to buy those.
That's like 3 or 4 years now that thing has been for sale.
For what?
Deuce and a half. Just no, there are not a lot of people who are willing to spend that money.
Yeah, I think, what does he want for it? I think it's like, what, 45 for it?
Something like that.
Well, the problem is you also got to feed it too.
You also have to maintain the shit out of it because as old as that thing is, everything is leaking.
It's an awesome looking truck. He had offered, he inquired about it, and he was basically going to fail.
Ah, that's a big ass forklift.
I've seen those. Automatics. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. Trying to what rock movie? The Chasing from the Rock movie comes to mind.
But because I remember a friend of mine out here during Harvey, he had a stock trailer that he customized with floats and hooked it up to his deuce and a half and was using it to go and get his livestock in 3 to 6 feet of water.
Hey, if it worked, that's all that matters.
And was bringing his cows to meet people up the highway so that he could get them out of the flood.
I've seen those forklift pallets.
Was he using pontoons for the floats, or was he using 55-gallon barrels?
If I'm not mistaken, it was 55-gallon barrels.
Hey, like I said, whatever works.
That would have to be. How long was the trailer?
It was a 20-foot trailer, but it has a rail that runs along the side of it, kind of like you know how you have tire wheels.
Yeah,
it went from front to back, and then you had them stuffed up underneath the gooseneck part of it, and all strapped all along that rail all the way to the front.
God, he would have had to have put, like, that's at least he would have had to have put like 15, 20 barrels around that whole thing just to carry that and the cows. Bro, give me a second.
The only reason why he had them on there is just to keep it up enough to keep their heads out of the water.
As long as it works, it's all that matters.
Yeah.
But you know that deuce and a half can go up to like 6 feet or more higher water.
Mm-hmm.
Given where the exhaust pipe and the intake is.
He's an old farmhand. He already had that thing modified in so many different ways.
With the snorkel still intact? That's good.
He built his own snorkel and put it on there.
Really?
See, again, deuce and a half, you don't even need a snorkel on that thing because the damn engine's like 4.5 feet off the ground.
No, they do have their own snorkels.
Yeah, but you don't really need one in a deuce and a half unless you're trying to traverse 8 feet of water.
They generally do.
Yeah. My first golf course I worked on.
I don't know about the new ones, but the old ones did.
Yeah, my first golf course I worked on was Mayfair Air Force Base. County bought it, and I worked on that one there. And they actually had a deuce and a half for the scissor lift. That was manual. The truck was
I haven't seen any of the new ones in the last 30 years since I got out. Sorry, 23 years since I got out.
Yeah, that one was built in 1972, according to the door.
Was the scissor lift welded to the back of the truck?
No, the scissor lift was part of the truck, and so you can put pallets on it. And you drive up to the airplane, and it lifts up to the dock of the airplane with the side cargo door.
I've seen those,
and you can slide it in.
No, I've seen those.
Yeah.
No,
well, it's essentially like the bomb lift when they're putting bombs or torpedoes on the bottom of jets.
We use it to trim the trees.
Fort Riley, Kansas. Seen them.
It was an open stake.
God, that's insane.
No,
because you got,
I've seen one in Fort Riley, Kansas.
A deuce and a half with a freaking scissor lift. So what's your maximum height on that? Like 30, 40 feet?
Oh, no. It only went up to like about 18 feet. But we use it to trim the trees. We use it to, we put the stakes on the side of it, the stake panels. We fill it up with sand, and then we take it out to the edge of the golf course so that we can fill up the top dresser for when we're doing greens.
That's crazy. To be honest, gents, I don't know how we went from garden talk to talking about freaking deuce and a halves. Actually, I'm going to blame this guy down here but because of the flooded vehicle, but this is still kind of an interesting chat regardless. Because everyone here, regardless of either past military experiences or just in general, because we're guys, or even ladies, if this was an interest to you as well, we all had that one vehicle that we wanted when we were kids. Like we were like, oh, I'm gonna get that when I grow up, even though the price tag was like 80 to 100K or some plus. You're like, oh, I want to drive one of those. I'll never have any issues. Blah blah blah. That's where we're at now.
Well, that being said, I did see a vehicle today, yesterday, I believe. I was driving with Ian in town. It was a old Trans Am, the kind just like the Smoking the Bandit, with only one exception. It was red.
Ugh.
I know, weird. Had the little the eagle on the the Firebird on the front and everything. But it was red.
dude.
I don't know why. Why would you want red?
Almost every Trans Am I saw was either a dark color or like blue.
Cliff,
The
this red.
one, you know full well if you're driving a red vehicle anywhere, your ass gonna get pulled over instantly.
But that's what it was. It was that color. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I preferred the ones with like the black and then the like gold trim, which
It had the gold trim. That's the thing. It
I
had the Smoking
hate
the
gold
Bandit,
trim on
trim.
everything though.
but it was red instead of black.
You know that hurts. By the way, cheers, folks. Round 2.
Okay, here's my coffee to you.
Where's yours at, Matt? You said you went to the liquor store. He
I
went
didn't
to
make it.
the liquor store.
I didn't make it. My vehicle overheated. I had to get it back home.
So you didn't even make it to the liquor store? Ooh, sad day.
Well, if I was going to the liquor store, I would have to go
Oh,
a county over.
I remember those Monte Carlos.
Oh, damn.
If anybody remembers the Monte Carlos way back in the day,
No, I like the look of the Monte Carlo was not
the
bad.
original Monte Carlos were amazing. I had
The original Thunder Chicken was pretty cool too.
I had a 75 Chevy Nova Custom. 2-door.
This is going to sound really dumb, but I actually liked the Jeep AMC. It was like you had your 4-wheel drive. It was almost like a what you would call the I guess the predecessor to like the Subaru Outback or Sidekick or whatnot.
Oh, you don't want the sidekick.
That's what the AMC was. You basically had a 4-wheel drive it was a 4-seater, but it had the like little short tailgate bed space in the back.
Oh, the Brat?
Yeah, like the old Jeep AMCs.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive. The thing was already had like a foot. It's like a 1.5 off the ground just for a generic 4-wheel drive.
The Brat was the one with the rear facing seats, right? In the bed.
Inside the back of inside the back, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't inside the cab. They were in the
bed
trailer or bed of it. Yeah.
I see CR has no comment on the vehicle talk.
Everybody in here, probably even CR, we all grew up with those damn vehicles where they bolted that damn seat into the back of the truck bed, seatbelts and everything, and we all just rode around on that damn thing like it was like a daily thing, like it wasn't a problem.
That's how we grew up.
That wasn't the thing. We just sat in the back of the bed of the truck.
Yep, we did that too.
Oh, yeah.
There was no seats to sit on except a tire if we had a spare tire sitting back here.
Spare tire or whatever was in the back.
Yeah. In most rural areas, you can still ride in the back of a pickup truck. You just can't do it in a city or on a highway.
And now you have to be over 18.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, you got to be, you got to make sure that they'll still pull you over anyway.
The thing is, if you have a actual mounted seat back there that's actually mounted to the bed and it's got seatbelts, they can't do a damn thing about you because it meets all the safety regulations.
Mm-hmm.
By DOT standards, it's bolted to the bed.
Oh, Cliff?
And it's seatbelted. Oh, now Mac is attack or crack is Mac is a whackers comes up. Mac!
It's his favorite. Where is he at? I couldn't get
I've known that cat for years, and that cat's known me. Mac. Stinker bean. Meow. Hey. He's like,
No,
what are you doing?
for some odd reason, I still like the early 1970s Stingrays.
Oh yeah, the Stingrays were sick.
Yes.
Convertible or not?
Good night, CC.
Nice, Cecilia. Have a good one.
Cecilia.
We probably lost her with the car talk.
Probably. I did see a video about these guys who had this minivan where one of the back seat, instead of being a regular, facing the all forward, the other one was actually literally bolted backwards.
So that's the thing with those seats. Like when you have multiple seaters in like the vans or the panel vans like you would get from the airport, you can put the damn seat the other direction. Most people don't because they don't think it snaps on her. But no, that mounting peg is the same forwards and backwards.
Well, these guys were using it to record a video with the tailgate up.
All right.
Okay, CC.
And they got pulled over, not realizing they were perfectly seated in seat belts, legally attached to the floor like it was a regular seat, the way it was supposed to be. And they were doing video with the door open.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, technically it looks suspicious, but yeah, if you're harnessed and you're anchored to it, it's not a problem. Most of the time, those guys get pulled over by cops. The cops look at them; they're like in full 5-point harness with like
Roll bars,
completely
stuff like that.
latched into the.
These guys just had regular seat belts on.
It's perfectly legal because they do that in the movie theaters or for like movies and stuff. It's the same.
Well, that's cool, Grace. Just back seat in the Element can face backwards.
Yeah, they can in all of it. Like the Element, you've got like the minivans, again, like your passenger vans from like the airport that you would normally do like the transports on those. Those
I don't know which
Dodge
one it
Chevy
was, but it was pretty
3500s,
cool.
you can flip them around.
The cop who pulled them over, looked at it, he goes, they had him inspect it. He goes, yep, the factory put in that way, and he couldn't really do anything other except be safe is all he could tell him.
No, yeah, they can't do anything to really stop you. They'll pull you over for hanging out, but
Who here remembers the old station wagons where the seats folded up like this and you basically sit in the back staring at whoever was sitting in front of you?
Yeah, the old Landmasters.
My mom and dad had one of those.
yeah, that was the one where you could actually flip the seat around. You could actually look out the back window while you're driving. You still have.
Oh no! They open like this to the tire wells.
Oh yeah.
But my dad used to use them for storage when they were up. They could put more stuff in it like a pickup truck when we didn't have the kids with us.
My S10 did the same thing.
And they used to camp in it when it was down. Use it to sleep on.
That's the thing I kind of miss about the old ass station wagons is you could fold that back seat down and you could sleep 4 damn people inside your vehicle without any issues.
Yeah, but
Because
they got
you
away
had
from
like
the station
6.5, 7 feet of
minivans now.
space.
They're all minivans now, though. That's the only unfortunate.
Now, even with the minivans, even if you fold the seat down, in order to do that in a minivan, you have to take out the rear seat.
No, they do have stow and go seating that allows you to go all the way to the floor. And it opens it up.
In a lot of in some of the SUVs and some of the newer like vans, but like the old vans from like the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah, they had to take them out.
You remove the back seat in order to sleep on the damn thing.
Well, except for the Dodge, the old school Dodge vans, the back seat would actually fold completely in half.
Yeah,
flat.
I remember those.
And you could sleep 2-3 people in there. Easy.
I had a Dodge Caravan for years and a Grand Caravan after that.
I would say maybe a minimum of 2 people because, I mean, you got the width of the vehicle because those seats weren't exactly huge. It's the same as sleeping on a futon. Once you fold the futon down, you really only have, for an adult, you only have room for about 2. If you're sleeping kids, yeah, you can get like 3-4 kids, front to back on there.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, because you could sleep one on each side of the one that folds down in half. Well, in the old Dodges, they had 2 of those that would fold down like that, and then they had 2 of the captain seats in the back and in the front.
Grace said the Mercury Marquis Colony Park
Yes.
was the first seats that had seats in the back that folded sideways. We didn't have a Mercury. We had
That's why I said my Chevy S10 does that. I have it's technically an extended cab, so it's 2 seats, basically passenger and driver. It's got the center console, but in the back, again, because it's an extended cab, it had those 2 like little kid seats that popped up. So these ones actually didn't pop up, so it was weird. You basically folded it down so the seat would come out of the wall like this.
Mhm.
They have seat belts. That section literally has seatbelts due to safety concerns, back in the day.
But seatbelts going sideways didn't really save you any.
Well, if you get into a head-on collision, the worst that's going to happen is the people sitting back there, they're going to slam into the back of the front seats, which you're cramped in that as it is because that extended cab is 18, maybe 20 inches max.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like room to sway back and forth in an accident.
Yeah,
So unless you get T-boned, you're fine. Other than that, I mean, you have no foot room. You're basically sitting like your feet are like this, basically to your chest.
If you have broad shoulders like Matt, me, or Jason,
all of us.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to fit it back here.
No, and the thing is, you have to almost sit like cross-legged like this in order to actually be comfortable because you can't, because the center of that has like the rib for the drive shaft.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that lip right there. You cannot physically sit on your own damn side unless you want to be like sucking on your knees.
Ian used to take the other seat on the opposite side, fold it down, and put his feet straight across.
For one person, yes, you can do that.
That's what he had to do. He didn't have a choice.
When you have 4 people in a vehicle, that's technically really only designed for 2. But because manufacturers are like, oh, we're just going to throw some random seats in the back.
Yeah, they should just.
Why not? Let's have fun with it.
Should have left the storage.
They're not even storage.
Uh-uh.
And then even with that one, I have the weird little casing in the back that you unscrew, and that's where the jack is at for the truck.
I swapped out my little scissor jack for a actual floor jack.
I don't see the need to drive around with an entire fucking floor jack. 'Cause I'm going to tell you right now, that floor jack ain't going to help you for shit if you get stuck in the sand.
I carry a board with me also, so. And I got a 20-year-old who can do the work.
Matt, you good over there?
He's distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, Matt, how'd the hog hunt go the other night? Ooh, that doesn't sound like it went well.
Can you hear her? He can't hear.
Matt can hear me. He's just ignoring me.
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
He's distracted.
Something interesting.
He's probably watching his trail cam out there right now live.
He's got 15 hogs waiting for him to take them out.
Oh, no, that photo from the other day was like 30 of them.
I can't see what he's got there.
Nice sunset.
I'm watching another live stream. Working.
Wait, Ed, or is it Ed or Gary? Or Texas?
No, it's Fishing with G-Dad. Fishing with
G-Dad.
I don't know if I got them. I have to look that up.
Was he fishing for bluegill, crappie, sunfish, carp, trout, bass, catfish?
I think he's officially switched over to catfish.
Ooh.
They were going for crappie.
You got to have a crappie fishing trip to switch over to catfish. Yes, pun on words. I got to do it since CR's not popping out bad puns, so.
Yeah, is he being quiet?
No, it's after dark, or officially almost after dark. Uh, and he switched over from crappie fishing because he does his crappie fishing with lures and minnows, which he still
Gotcha.
has a minnow, out for crappie, but he's switching over and doing some catfishing while he's out there. Since had all this rain and stuff, it's kind of cooled the waters down a little bit, so they're more biting.
Wait, they got rain, but the water's down?
They don't have, they're
No,
probably
the sun's
fishing
down.
on water. Who knows? Okay, I got a fishing question for people.
I'm confused.
Does anybody know what I guess I'm going to see if I say it right. A saugan or something like that fish that's in the Missouri River?
A sockeye?
No. I was watching Outdoor McGee, and he was fishing, and he caught something, a saugan or sagwan or something like that. It had teeth. I'm not familiar with them, so I've never seen one.
Freaking
Yes, there's a lot of fish in freshwater that have teeth.
Well, it's not a walleye, it's not a pike, it's not a gar, but it's something I'm not familiar with.
Everything except for carp has teeth.
No, teeth.
Yes,
teeth. These things?
No, I mean I've never even heard the name of it before because you had to look it up. It is like minimum. It's in the Missouri River, but not anywhere else.
Piranhas are freshwater.
I heard about the piranha ones, but that's not it.
Matt,
It's a species.
piranhas are freshwater. They got teeth.
Peanut Gallery is calling out on
I
bullshit.
heard that.
Piranha do habit the Mississippi River.
Really?
They're invasive, but they are there.
I didn't know that.
And every fish on this continent has teeth except for carp.
Carp is basically an on-a-hole.
Catfish has
Sauger.
sandpaper-like teeth,
It's
and
called
then
a
they have
sauger?
like these. Okay.
I'm
Write
not
it in
familiar
the
with a
chat,
sauger.
Colin.
Okay, give me a second.
I mean, even bluegill have teeth.
No,
They're
I
like
know this,
sandpaper, but they're there.
but he showed this one. It looked like walleye teeth, and that was like I've never even heard of this species before until now, and apparently it's in the DNR handbook, which I've never heard of because they're not in my area.
Freshwater cruciform fish of the family Percidae, Percidae, that resemble its close relative, the walleye. So it's an offshoot of the walleye. Migratory percid species of North America.
Like I said, that's the first time I've ever heard of one.
I mean, almost 4.5 pounds at a full-grown fish is not bad.
The minimum would be 12 inches before you can keep it.
Sorry, guys. Daughter got home.
Which one?
The only one that works.
Oh, didn't.
How about is the other one on hiatus, or is she in between?
Lost.
So in between. So Sauger.
Yeah, has anybody ever caught one of those of this group here?
I don't know if I'd want to with the dorsal spines on that thing. It's like a cross between a freaking.
I've caught
almost looks
something
like a.
similar to it.
Like I said, that's first. I mean, I'm going to be going up to visit Scott.
It looks like a yellow perch.
Oh, a catfish.
It looks to me like a yellow perch crossed with a walleye.
It could be that way. Who knows?
Were they wiggling together?
Possibly.
But it reminds me of whiting that we get in the Gulf.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain what
And
a
they're
white.
about that same general size and smile.
Okay,
It's a fish that lives in salt
is it
water.
edible?
I mean,
Very much so.
technically, all fish are edible to a certain degree.
Not all.
Some ones.
It is very delicious.
Okay,
It's
that's what
actually
I
a
wanted to know.
delicacy in some places.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Because I'm going to be visiting SD Mountain Man in about a week and a half, and I'm going to be fishing the Missouri River with him. If I caught anything, I'd at least like to know what I'm fishing for and what I've caught, because I don't know much about them, to be fair.
Well, so in Florida, yeah, they're eating those lionfish.
You got to be careful with those.
Mhm.
Those things are poisonous.
Well,
And
the
puffer
fish
fish, too.
itself is not poisonous. It's
The spines.
spines on the damn thing that are poisonous. It's
I
the
heard
same
there's a
thing with
bounty on
catfish.
Well, they said they got they're not much on them to eat, but
I heard there's a bounty on those fish.
yeah, people are eating.
It's an invasive fish
Yeah.
because it eats damn near everything.
Yeah, there's a guy going. I seen the spearing,
What fish is
Yeah.
that?
Lionfish.
The lionfish.
and there's a bounty on each one.
Well, and they're also dangerous to even fishermen.
This guy's just going around just stabbing them left and right.
Yeah,
How much is it you get per fish?
But see, they were brought in for the aquarium trade,
And they
you
got
know-
dropped off the water and they bred.
and yeah, well, no, they started crossing the ocean.
yeah, and now they're a delicacy.
Yeah, they're also invasive for a lot of areas because, again, trade.
Yep, no season, no limit. Well, just like nutria, there's no season, no limit.
It's basically
And
water.
they were purposely brought over here for the fur trade.
And then the gentleman that in Louisiana decided to go ahead and just let them go. And you never guess who it was.
Wasn't me.
One of the gentlemen that owned Tabasco.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Lionfish is going for $6 a pound. Is that what you're talking about, Jason?
Yep. It takes a lot of fish to get 1 pound.
The guy I've been
depends
seeing.
on the size of the lionfish, to be honest. But yeah, probably 3 to 5 lionfish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, CR says he's eating fish.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to which kind of fish. Whitefish, not whitefish,
Kuna?
The kind
Like
that you
fish.
bite before they bite you.
piranha fish. Shark is technically a fish.
But no,
And it's
dolphins are.
delicious.
Shark is delicious.
It's chewy.
I haven't had it since I was
It's
like
not cooked
14.
right.
No, we had ours barbecued steak like a steak.
I have
ate it in
never had
California
shark.
when I was stationed out there, and where I went to at the restaurant, it was chewy.
It wasn't prepared right.
The only thing I can possibly think that would be chewy as a fish would be octopus or squid. That shit's
Squid
like
is
eating
also
a
chewy.
rubber band.
Squid
No,
is very
actually-
chewy.
If it's cooked correctly, you get neither. It's right in between.
I cannot do calamari. I went to when I was younger, we got taken out to a place in Denver called the Fresh Fish Company
Yeah, sushi.
on my dad's boss's dime. And I didn't know what calamari was at the time, so I ordered it. Little did I know that it was goddamn octopus.
Squid. No,
How much did you eat before you found out?
there is a 20-second window before being underdone and overdone.
Yeah, I was.
It's like frog legs. If it's not cooked right, it's not going to taste right. It's not going to taste good.
Frog
It'll be
legs
chewy,
I've
it'll
had
be-
before because if they're done right, they taste delicious.
It tasted
Yes.
to me like eating a freaking boiled rubber band.
Yeah.
They were overdone.
Yeah,
And
we
that
were not
shit was
cooked.
like
They were not prepared right.
calamari
it
in
was
Pacific
a
was hit or miss.
$22
Like not made frog
bowl.
legs like fried chicken.
Frog legs and kids love with chicken tongues.
Oh yeah, they were all those were delicious.
Yeah, see, I've never had frog legs either. I've had alligator.
We're currently talking
Surprising.
about calamari.
Okay, Cliff, Here in Iowa, we've had a bullfrog. The body was just this big.
Yes. But we
The
were
legs
discussing
were
the fact
not
that it's
twice
not
that
cooked
long.
right, it's not.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of meat on the.
Oh
on
no,
the,
the legs were this big around. On each of the legs. It was.
Hey, the Peanut Brittle Gallery says hi.
Hello.
And if it's rubbery, it is not cooked right.
Well, it again to me it just tasted like a boiled rubber band. But I also don't like the taste of most fish because when I was younger, I ate half a box or almost an entire box of Vandecamp's. It was like a 64-pack Vandecamp's fish sticks box. I was hungry. That was the only thing in the house when I was here by myself, so I cooked them.
Did you overcook them or undercook them?
I just cooked them, and I ate damn near the whole box.
Now, whose fault is that?
I was hungry, and
Yeah,
nobody
that's
else
all
was here to
you.
make me food.
Did you cook it in the microwave?
Yeah.
If you did, that's probably the main reason why. You got to bake
That I
them.
don't remember. I don't remember if I cooked them in the microwave or if I actually used the stove.
You had to bake them.
Did you turn them over halfway through?
I don't know. I was like 5 or 6 when I did it.
Oh,
Probably not then.
At that age, I was allowed to use both the stove and the microwave. My mom just said, "Don't burn the fucking house down." So I honestly,
I don't
remember
like-
if
I don't like them fish stick things either. They don't taste good.
because of that. I
There's a
ate
difference.
fish.
There's a difference between that and fresh caught or you've caught it yourself fish.
My dad
And-
made. Sorry, go ahead.
And any of it, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be store bought. It can be whatever. If it is not cooked right, it is not going to taste good.
well, even steak or pork or chicken can do the same thing.
I've
And-
had raw steak, and I'd rather eat raw steak than goddamn fish.
Well,
Steak
I'm
there.
a rare steak guy myself. But if you cook it properly, even if you cook it all the way through, it's still going to have the taste and it's going to have a bite to it. It's not going to be rubbery. It's not going to be like chewing on a shoe.
It should melt in
Yeah.
your mouth if you do it right.
But like I said, I'm a rare steak guy.
Yeah.
I can cook the other way, but I prefer not to.
Yeah, like I said, if I eat something that's cooked, the beef cooked all the way through, it sits very heavy in my stomach, and I don't like it. That's why I like mine right at 130, 135. Pull it off.
kind of like medium rare.
There was one way my dad did a fish once when we were out camping for a couple of days. We didn't have a pan. He used clay for striped bass.
Yeah, you can do a clay bake on a lot of things.
He did. It's the first time I've ever seen it. And he said he used to do it a lot as a kid. And it worked amazingly well.
Yeah, because probably as a
I
kid they
wouldn't
didn't
do
have
it now.
access to foil.
What was that, Matt?
I wouldn't do it now.
No, not
Too
now.
many chemicals. Too many chemicals in the ground.
Well, he grew up in the 40s and 50s.
Again,
So
Like Matt said, there's too many chemicals in the ground.
now, yeah, I did it when I was Bessie. What was it? Back in the 70s.
Goddamn. It is 8:40
I did it when I was a,
90
I did it with
degrees
my
out.
grandpa when I was a kid, and now I won't do it.
Yeah, but at least
It
you know.
sucks because I would do it with my kids in a heartbeat, but I'm not going to.
It depends on where you're at, though. It does. Location means everything.
I don't care. There's still way too many chemicals that are in the air and in the ground and in the clouds and everywhere in between.
You know, pollution happens everywhere, right?
Matt, are you one of those conspiracy theorists that thinks cloud seeding is a government thing that they do on purpose?
He's not saying no.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I live in an area where we have chemical refineries next to pristine oceans.
Okay, well, yeah, that would make more sense. So it's okay. So you're not on the conspiracy theory side that says everybody that those freaking contrails that every airplane makes is government cloud seeding, which is a load of BS because when the 9/11 happened, they stopped air traffic for like 6 months, and the heat index of the entire globe increased by like 28%. And then they were like, "Oh no, it's because no, dude, it's because you do not have that
Do
reflective."
do I think that the government and militaries have the knowledge to take certain chemicals and put them in the clouds to make it storm? Yes.
Oh, that I agree they
Do
do.
I think
Blue rain.
do I think that they have clouds that are mysteriously, push a button, it's computerized? No.
Cloud seeding has been a thing since the 40s when they got dry ice. So
I don't know if I
I
want to
mean,
drop dry ice from a high altitude because it's dry ice, but you still realize by the time it gets to the ground, it's still gonna be a chunk of something frozen. It's gonna hurt when it hits you.
no, literally, that's what they used. Helps
when you
condense the
sit back,
water vapor.
when you sit back and you think about it, in all these movies we grew up watching, atomic bombs were a joke. They're not no more. They're real. They exist. Nuclear wars will
Yeah, they've
happen.
been around since the 1940s, technically.
I mean,
It's what it is. A lot of the joking part on that is some of the stuff that they said would be powered by nuclear, would be running by nuclear power.
Like airplane.
Supposedly cars. Yes, we have like a handful, which you could probably count on one hand, of things that's actually physically run by nuclear power.
well, don't you know that's what old Elon Musk did? That's what powers them battery powered cars.
Oh yeah, because you can say, "Oh, we're running clean energy," but you got to realize, in order to charge that clean energy, you're still running on goddamn fossil fuel.
Here's a point. Okay, who in here seen the TV show Landman?
No.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've not seen
You
the
should
entire
watch it, especially the first season, because they send a lawyer out because they're trying to. This company was trying to sue the oil industry because they wanted to put wind turbines in, and he broke it down simply. Do you realize how much oil and diesel it takes to run one of them big ass fans?
Even
Oh,
make
Not
it.
alone, just to build it.
Just to make it. Yes.
Oh, an absolute truckload. We'll say a metric
So-
truckload.
It
I'm
doesn't pay
abstaining
for
because
itself.
Iowa is my hometown is a major wind turbine.
Again,
Yes, in some places it is very effective. I'm not denying that. Same thing with solar panels. But if you're going to attack the oil industry and that's your baseline, you better do your research, because you realize how much goes into it for
Hey, Moose.
that to all come together and work.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. Moose, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
hey Moose, hey, as much money as those things are to cost to build, put in a place and run, it does not pay for itself.
It depends
And-
on.
And they say it's better for the environment. Do you realize how many homes that they're taking away from the wildlife? Do you realize how many birds and ducks and stuff lose their life because they fly into it?
They do get there. They get tons, hundreds upon hundreds.
Their hands are just as dirty as the other ones. The other ones
Oh.
just straightforward.
You
This is
forget
what it
one,
is.
Matt. How many farms have been lost acreages because they can't farm where those things are at?
Oh, you can't.
You're not. They have a strip that you cannot touch because it's around a wind turbine.
Yeah, because if one of them damn things falls over, you're wherever that thing goes.
And the thing is, they use eminent domain to get them.
They basically steal your property for them.
Exactly, and they don't. They say they will pay you the appropriate amount. No, they pay you the bottom dollar they can squeak out legally, not what it's actually worth.
Oh, and here's the worst part of the company.
They call that eminent domain.
I just
Yeah, that's what
mentioned
he was
that.
saying. Well, here's the thing with that though, is because they'll take your property with eminent domain to throw that on there, and then what they'll do is they'll sell the water rights out from under the property to a random company in God knows what state for millions of dollars, or a couple $100,000.
Unless
And they
you
may
own
not
the
even be
water
in the
rights.
same country.
Yeah,
Unless you
sometimes
own the water rights, they can't take the water rights. They can take the land rights, but not the water rights.
they can find a way to take them, regardless of
Water
whether
is a
you own them
mineral.
legally or not.
If you do not have mineral rights, you do not have rights to the water.
If you own the mineral rights, they can't touch them.
No.
No matter
They
what
can
they
do it.
say, legalese, they can't take it. They can take the land, but
But,
not the
see,
water.
And that's where these people started doing the rain collection. And in certain places, they're having to pay taxes on that.
Yeah.
California,
There are
isn't it?
states where you can't even do that legally because somehow the state owns the freaking rain that comes out the damn sky around your
Mhm.
property.
Was that
How?
Oregon and anywhere on the East Coast?
And everybody's
There
fighting.
there was a guy that he did not do it for collection of rainwater. He did it for distribution or whatever back into the environment, and they fined him.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. That guy had like it was something like 5 or 8,000 gallons that he was collecting on his property, and he wasn't using it for sale or anything else. He was using it to water his plants and to keep, because he was in an area that was prone to wildfires. He was using that to protect the homes in case there was a fire. He had all that excess water.
Yeah,
The
there's
state sued
this,
him,
This
and
guy,
they forced him to take all of that down.
this guy literally, yes, he was using some of it for his garden, but that was because it was in the general direction of the drain out. He diverted it in catchments that leached out over time so that he wouldn't have to deal with erosion.
Yeah.
Technically, those guys can go to anybody that has a house and say you're collecting rainwater because it's landing on your house and coming off in gutters.
Yeah, which is BS because
Mhm.
if it's falling from, you do not own the rights to the sky.
Apparently, they do.
Which is a load of BS. If it's falling from the sky, it is technically free range.
Yeah, but anybody that has gutters on their house, they're collecting rainwater.
What if someone has mineral rights, like Matt said already?
Technically,
It's not going to be in a state where they are allowing that.
They'll
If
find
they
a
tried
loophole.
if they tried to pull that crap here in Texas, they would have a fight on their hands.
Oh, the same thing up there in
No. If they tried that
Mexico.
in Texas, Matt, they would not have a fight on their hands. They'd have a
Damascus?
couple of pounds of lead.
No. They would lose their job real quick.
Because people who collect it for their cattle or whatever, they need that water.
So,
Yeah, but according to the state or city or province you're in, or whatever the county or region you're in, if you're doing something like that, it is taxable, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. You're already freaking taxing me up the wazoo for just a freaking property in my house. Now you're
Not
trying to
including
tax me
school
on
taxes.
water collection?
Well,
Currently in Iowa, that's not allowed to do because Iowa, the farmers need every drop we can get.
now, technically, okay, anything that is engineered to slow down water or dam a creek,
So that means every dam that
you would have to arrest
counts as that.
a beaver.
Go ahead, tax a beaver and see what they say.
Technically, they would have to.
Try to collect taxes on a beaver. They will.
It's like that. I don't even remember what state it was in. It was that stupid. They were projecting like $5.4 million to for this like damming project in this one
It was
like
Canada.
dry area,
It was up in Canada.
and the freaking beavers did it for them, and they were like, "Well, that just saved us like a shit ton of money," and like.
7 million. Yeah, it was up in Canada.
Yeah, it was something like a 3-year project to dam this wetland area that had like a stream through it, but the beavers did it for them.
And maintain.
And it did it better than they would have done it. So they were like, well, you know what? Shit, beavers did it for us. We ain't got to spend this money now.
Yeah.
I guarantee you the stockholders of that project pocketed 90% of that money that would have gone to that project.
Somebody got paid more than they should have.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I guarantee it was all the stockholders for the company that was supposed to do the construction project. Because the thing is, they were sitting there twiddling their thumbs. They couldn't figure out what they needed for the budget, when they were going to start. They needed the logistics of the project planning, blah, blah, blah. And
And
then,
they
like,
had to do a
as
study
they
to
were
make
going
sure
through
it wasn't going to impact the environment in the wrong way.
Well, the Beavers fixed that for
Well,
them.
no, the funny thing is they built that dam exactly where they planned to do it.
Yeah, the Beavers put it literally in like the footprint where the
Exact
Beavers built
same
it was
spot.
right where they wanted it. And that's the thing. Beavers are just like, here's the middle finger. We're just going to put this over here, whether you like it or not. Now, a lot of the times when a beaver builds a dam, yes, they're disrupting probably 2 to 3 dozen different species that are in that area to begin with. But it brings you more diversity in the long run because now you got fish, now you've got, like plankton or whatever, crabs,
Algae.
turtle, that you normally wouldn't have in that area. Now you have a huge ecosystem in what would have been like a grass wasteland that was just full of bugs and whatever was landing on the freaking the weed stalks.
They built it across the marsh.
Yeah.
Okay, my recollection was wrong. It's in the Czech Republic that did that. And it was 1.2 million.
See,
Wow.
the thing is, we need more beavers out in the desert.
Y'all have fun. I'm going to get off of here and spend some time with my wife because she's home tonight and she was gone the last 2 nights. And yeah,
Before you
I
go,
see how it is.
Matt, before you go, happy Father's
19
Day.
minutes.
Tell the peanut brown gallery I said peace.
Happy Father's Day, Matt.
Happy
Oh,
Father's
yeah,
Day.
happy Father's Day.
Foxit said to tell you that he said, peace.
Peace.
Have a good Father's
All right,
Day.
have a good
brother.
one, Matt. Catch you
I'm going
later.
to try and thank you and to all you dads out there. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
God bless, stay safe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Be well, brother.
Bye-bye.
I left my spatula at work.
And same thing goes to you, Matt. Jason.
Yeah, I know. I left my spatula at work. They're giving us all spatulas at work today.
Like a
That's cool.
spatula.
Yeah.
What the cheap ass
Does it have your
freaking
name on it?
low-level horse shit is that?
It's for the Blackstone,
Are they giving you Blackstones?
and it had a little cutout, on the design, on the spatula part of Lowe's. Hey, it's a
Promotional.
replacement of one of the ones I lost. I'm taking it.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but Jesus Christ, that's like it's what, like a $15, $20 spatula they're handing you?
I asked them if they went to Spatula City and got them.
Did those corporate probably bought a freaking 5 million of them damn things at like dirt cheap, and they're like, you got what like Lowe's considers like a $4 spatula.
Hold on.
Oh.
No, they got it by the shipload.
Cliff, did you see what Deb posted?
Yeah, Nebraska, if you own an electric car, you have to pay a tax to replace what you aren't paying. I gave taxes.
Again, electric cars. Everyone's like, oh, let's go green and do this. That power that is charging your goddamn battery is still dependent on fossil fuels.
What do you think about the batteries?
We do not
the batteries
have the solar capacity to charge 500,000 goddamn electric vehicles across the entire globe. We do not have the capacity.
Oh, people don't have the money to replace the batteries when they go bad.
Oh no! To replace an entire battery hub for your shit electric vehicle costs more than a damn vehicle's worth.
And the thing is, they don't cover that. You have to pay for that.
Yeah,
That's on average of $20,000.
And the average person cannot even afford that.
And yet here they are supporting domestic terrorism by buying an electric vehicle. And yes, I will stick to that 100%. If you buy an electric vehicle, you are supporting domestic terrorism.
Now, see, the part that gets me is I was paying attention to the fusion
Oh, the
reactors.
Ford Fusion, that piece of crap?
No, the actual reactor.
Ah.
About 2 years ago, all of a sudden, all the news stopped and it was swept underneath the carpet.
Hmm.
So I think somebody figured it out, and everybody clammed up on it.
It's
No, I'm
probably
pretty
still
sure
an
what
issue.
happened is they found the guy who had designed it, hushed him under 15 feet of dirt, and sidelined that project.
Well, they incinerated them. They didn't put them under dirt.
Even the ones in China, Japan, Russia is all silenced. Even here in the
Yeah,
U.S.,
the hydrogen
Europe,
car. The hydrogen car.
all those projects were silenced. I can't get any information anywhere.
There was supposed to be a water-powered car.
Oh yeah, the guy that did that
Yeah,
disappeared.
he disappeared too.
No, he had a heart attack.
Nah,
He had a heart attack.
he was disappeared because his technology encroached on our government, or we'll say the powers that be. His machinery disrupted the flow of money,
You
or
got it.
could have potentially disrupted the
But the
flow.
thing is, the technology is still out there. It's just
Oh, like I said, no. For some odd reason, that vehicle disappeared before that happened, and the government doesn't have their hands on it.
So he hit
I
it.
bet you they can do. They're blackballing that, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
What if someone was actually secretly building a whole fleet of them and secretly releasing them into the wild, so to speak?
That's like the freaking
Did find you.
that dude that did the Volkswagen that ran on freaking basically used grease.
Oh, they still do. All biodiesel vehicles do.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you do not see fleets of biodiesel running around the country. There are
Because
a handful.
here is the drawback on that. The con. You have to start and run on diesel. Get the vehicle up to operating temperature. Switch over to your biodiesel, okay, which has to heat up to use it. And then before you shut the vehicle, you have to switch back over to diesel.
It's the same thing with running a
There's
generator.
another version of that one, Jason, and that's where you have to have it plugged in to do
Mhm.
the exact same thing. They have a little plug-in heater for their
Yeah,
hands. Same concept.
but you still
plug
have
it
to
in.
start on diesel, and before you shut it off, you have to run it on diesel for like 5 minutes to clean it out. Or
Yeah,
else
but
it
you're
won't cover
essentially
it up.
running it idle, so your diesel usage for, we'll say, for the entire month is what, negligible, maybe 10 gallons for the entire month.
But you're burning more biodiesel than you are diesel.
Yeah, but it's not that hard to make biodiesel because everybody around the city, states, whatever,
Waste
all
waste-
has
waste-
that expended grease. Deep fryers. You go to any burger joint,
You get it for
they've got
free.
hundreds of gallons of freaking free oil.
Corn oil, yeah, soybean oil, you name it.
Oh, that went down. That went down bad. Oh, that last sip went down bad.
Yeah, because I was actually looking at it, and the stuff that you have to do to clean it, run it through filters and everything else. I'm going, yeah, you got to buy a lot of stuff just to get a little handful of grease.
Oh yeah, no, you have to run that through multiple filters. You have to heat it, sterilize it, run it through a filter, heat it again, run it through another filter,
And the pumps.
and then you
Filters.
still have to. The surprising part is nobody tells you about this. Is you actually have to put in an additive to keep the stuff from congealing on you. So there is a biodiesel additive that you have to throw in the mix at some point to keep it from turning into a freaking gel.
Yep.
So there was oh god, probably 10 years ago I ran across it. There was a guy who was doing that, was running his own biodiesel processor, and he had this big ass shed just full of machinery, heating it up, filtering it, clearing it out, additives, heating it up, filtering it, blah blah blah.
Okay. Jason, you are half right on your thing about the the diesel to biodiesel thing. There's a thing
Yeah.
called true diesel, biodiesel, that runs a cleaner form, which is basically the same form as diesel, but it's all bio diesel.
Yeah.
That one you don't have to, but the red one, if you just took the regular grease from a restaurant, something like that, that requires that.
Oh yeah.
There's two different versions.
It requires a lot of steps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That second step is the second one you were talking about is actually the one everybody else can do, not the first one, because the first one is probably expensive.
No, it's like to make biodiesel from, like, if you go to like I said, any burger place that's going to have anything that has to do with a deep fryers, like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, any of your standard like local mom and pop burger joints, you get all of that used ass grease. There is a ton of steps in order to filter that and basically make it clean again to use, but again with the additives so it doesn't congeal on you, because grease or oil, to a certain extent, once it gets to a certain temperature and cools, it starts turning into this weird crusty gel, which is a pain in the butt to clean off of anything. And yes, Deb, an NDA for something like that, they probably held that guy. If he even spoke about that, there was probably a clause that said that he would be spending jail time. Oh yeah.
There's people out there that's got these garage projects that are, very beneficial. Again, it disrupts the money flow.
Friend has a greasel car, has a pair of jeans with legs tied hanging in his barn over a 55-gallon drum. Oh yeah, if you're filtering through denim or even canvas,
it's purifying it.
Yeah, the only thing you have to go through after that is a micron filter or a damn coffee filter.
What about the guy who's
pulling everything out of there?
What's the guy who's doing the thing out of making plasticine?
And what?
It's gasoline made from recycled plastic.
Oh, plasticine?
Plasticine. That's an interesting concept too. Whether it's productive enough to be useful remains to be seen.
What the hell, Jason?
What?
I heard a horse.
Yeah, of course.
What is Molly watching over there?
I have no idea.
I heard a horse too.
So did I.
I have bad hearing, and I still heard it.
That's why I was looking at Jason. I'm like, I know that was Molly.
They found a way to get fuel from algae, food from algae, all kinds of stuff, and make plastics from it.
Ooh, you know what else they've learned that happens with algae? A no contract bid paint job gets pulled right off the floor with algae.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for anybody who's watching, $14 million of our fucking goddamn government money wasted on a BS pool project, and they're still trying to put a positive spin on that shit. Like, bro, that crap is peeling up.
Is that like the $2,000 toilets?
Dude, if you're spending $2,000 on a toilet, you've got problems.
Well, apparently our government has paid that.
Yeah, because somebody wants a goddamn gold toilet. I'm sorry.
No, that's what they charge for the toilet. That's not what they got.
Yeah, CR, it's the top of the hour for me too.
Yeah, I won't be going too much longer either. 15 more minutes at best.
I might go a little early because I really got to go to the bathroom.
Then go to the bathroom.
Then I'm done. Thank you.
Good night, Colin.
Good night, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and for all the single moms. Happy Father's Day for that too. Because
to you as well, brother. Happy Father's Day.
Love you guys. I'm out of here.
Smell you later.
Later, Gator. Yeah, they got all kinds of ways to, they make fuel out of something. Was it back even in the 80s? They're trying to make fuel from tumbleweeds.
How the fuck you make fuel out of a tumbleweed? There ain't like nothing to a tumbleweed. Once that dry, you ain't got shit.
No, even when they're green, they will burn. They can juice it and filter it. Again, not much bang for the buck.
Yeah, they might as well try the same process with goddamn celery.
Yeah, well, no,
You'd probably get more bang for your buck out of that.
yeah, but like I said, for ounce per ounce, gasoline has the highest bang for the buck.
Yeah, the only problem is we're eventually we are gonna run out of the stuff that we need in order to make gasoline.
I don't know about that.
10,000 years or, a million and a half years from now, once we've all basically done the same damn thing the dinosaurs did. Although, to be honest, majority of what all of that is was not dinosaurs, it was organic mass.
Yes, plants.
Yeah. We do not have the abundance of plants nowadays that they did, 10 million years ago.
Basically, it was peat bogs that made the oil.
Yeah, we ain't got shit like that. The closest we're gonna get is what the Louisiana swamplands, and maybe like Florida, and that's it.
No, they got the salt there in Louisiana.
We'd probably have to go 40 million years before we could get any other civilization after us that's gonna have enough oil or tar in order to make basically fossil fuels. Though, to be honest, without the aid of humans, within, I think it was 30 to 50 years, the entire planet's going to be covered with greenery anyway because we're not holding it back anymore.
Yes, Deb. We were out talking about that. They were doing that in the 90s. Making fuel from algae.
Well, you got the algae blooms. That stuff takes over fast.
Oh no, they were growing it in glass tubes and cultivating it, and it would rapidly reproduce.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's exactly. Algae grows incredibly fast.
Mm-hmm. Again, it disrupts the money flow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you want to colonize a barren planetary body, that's one of the first things they want to throw out there is algae. Mm-hmm. Look what was it Mission to Mars or whatever? Yeah. Not the Mark Wahlberg one, or like even Red Mars. Not the TV series, but I know there was a movie, Red Mars. But that's the first thing they did. They colonized that planet and they threw algae out there because algae grows fast, produces its own oxygen. It needs very little in the ways of damn near anything to grow. Mm-hmm. And once it starts producing oxygen, it basically just multiplies itself exponentially.
Yeah, well, look what happened to Owens Lake when they started in the early 2000s. They had to start putting water back into Owens Lake. Well, what they did is they actually made tiers to keep the water shallow instead of filling the lake.
Yeah,
the algae came back, insects came back, the birds came back, all the plants came back.
Yeah, and then you just started adding more.
All within 1 year.
Little by little, yeah.
But the algae started first.
Same thing. It's the same way like a beaver dam works.
Once it starts getting going?
Yeah, it goes. Once the ecosystem starts to restart, it just goes.
Some places it takes longer than others.
I would say due to environmental factors or probably like heat.
Yeah. See, now, once Tulare Lake starts coming back in California, okay, the beavers are there in California now. They're starting to come back. It's going to start becoming a factor in sewers to start cooling. You're going to get your cloud formation. It's going to rain more. It's going to get up and over the mountains, and it's going to be a cascading thing, but we have to let it.
I can almost imagine what would happen if the salt flats actually became a lake again.
Mm-hmm.
The climate change that specific location would have across 4 or 5 different states. Because you'd have the ecology of fish, birds, bugs, you name it. you're going to go from basically wet, dry dirt that has a salty aftertaste to, yes, potentially a salty inland lake, essentially like Salt Lake City. But if you look at Salt Lake City, that lake is getting smaller and smaller by the year.
Oh yes, same thing with the Salton Sea
Yeah.
and several other things. But the Salton Sea was a a mistake. It was an oops.
No, the reflecting pool is more or less a waste of taxpayer money because some vanity moron decided to paint it. It was fine the way it was before. There wasn't an issue with it. But,
Well, if they had a current, it wouldn't be a problem.
well, that's the thing. It supposedly has a filtration system like you would have a standard on a pool, but nobody ever said anything or complained about it in the years previous about the algae problem until,
Now,
yeah.
because they're hiding something else.
Again, a project to take away the heat from a certain file.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to get too far into that because we don't want to.
Squirrel.
I would love to step on toes, but at the same time, yeah. But again,
Ooh, 10 o'clock.
yeah, right. I've got a few more. I've got like 7 more minutes, and then
Right.
I've got 7 more minutes technically on the
Alrighty,
timer.
I can do 7 more minutes.
But after that, yeah, we're pretty much going to go after that because this is 2.5 because I had just a little bit left in the bottle, and luckily I had one more of these. And I am now officially out of really thick, green, sticky syrup.
You
So I
know,
might have to go wander my butt to Walgreens to go buy another couple of bottles.
don't you have like a Bevmo there, or
A what?
a Bevmo, or a one of those other stores?
I've got Kelly Liquors. I have Walgreens, Walmart, or Smith's. Or I could probably buy it at Albertsons, but God, I do not want to think about the price that I would
Or,
get it
or
at
Total
Albertsons.
Wines?
Fuck, do we even have it? You know what?
Look at Bevmo or Total Wines. See if you. That's a South.
I don't have the other one. I think we have Total Wine here.
Yeah. In Phoenix, we had both, multiple locations.
Really, my whole ass. There we go. Where
What
do
should
I
be,
even have
what
a
should be like
Total
30-minute drive for you? No.
Dude, knowing my luck, probably 30, 40 minutes. Dude, the nearest one I have is in Denver.
Oh, jeez. For Total Wines or Bevmo?
Total Wine. Bevmo, I've never even heard of, so I guarantee we don't have that shit down
Well,
here.
look up Bevmo.
Bevmo, wine and liquor store. Bro, I just got a security verification.
Yeah.
Please disconnect from VPN. I got fucking VPNs on, that's why.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't have a Bevmo down here in my
Uh,
region. But like I said, I've got Kelly Liquors, we've got Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. I actually have a Kelly Liquor like maybe 6 minutes from work, if that. I could probably go there and check.
that's
But,
not bad.
well, the thing is, I've got Walmart down the street. I've got the Smiths like 2 minutes away. Well, it would be 2 minutes if I didn't have to drive the stupid speed limit because the damn freaking speed.
Wow, Deb. Holy smokes. Go see if it's full of beer.
Oh shit! Run, Deb, run! Go see what happened. See if it's on fire.
Yeah, see if it's got liquor or food.
Right. Here's okay. Yeah, so speaking of which, so here's a bunch of random legal information. If a vehicle dumps a load of shit on the side of the road or on the side of the highway, under certain regulations, you can actually pick that shit up off the ground, put it in your car, drive away.
Unless it's alcohol.
No, even alcohol, you can do the same thing. There are very few regulations stating that you cannot do it due to I think it's like legal resale value or some. There's a funky shit for it, but yeah, you can physically pick crap up off the side of the road
Well, you
and
missed
put
the
it
one
in
that
your
happened.
vehicle and drive away.
You missed the one that happened in Arizona. It was the 60 going out to the 101. The truck was moving too fast for the curve, tipped over and spilled all the beer. Everybody tried to stop and pick up all the beer, and they said, nope, put it back.
That was probably legal restrictions just due to the area specifically.
And also touching evidence. Yes.
Is it really touching evidence if it came out of the back of a truck? It's not like it came out of the cab of the vehicle.
The whole semi.
I guarantee at least 75% of the contents of that was still in one piece.
All she can see is red and blue lights.
I was about to say, stand on the roof with binoculars, see what you see.
Send up the drone.
Right. Except for then they'd be like, oh, you're flying a drone illegally, doing a law. Bro, I've got every legal right to film whatever the hell I want if it's in public.
Deb, just go out there and say, hey, I'm looking for my quail. Find out what's going on.
Right. I got a few quail at Ramblers. By the way, speaking of which, Deb, update on the little squeakers. Or the little cluckers, the little baby chickens. Micro chickens.
The delicious ones.
I remember last week, I believe, it was either last week or Wednesday, she said that 6 of them were going to freezer camp?
Yeah.
Or a couple of them were going to freezer camp?
It's funny, it's been, what, 4 years? And we're still talking about those quail.
We're still getting updates. Shit. It's sad that neither of us live that damn close to Deb. Otherwise, we'd be like, shit, I'll pay you for quail.
No kidding.
I've honestly thought about it numerous times, getting Deb's address and just sending her from Amazon like a brand new fucking incubator.
Yeah.
I've thought about that so many times, Debbie, because you have the worst goddamn luck when it comes to the incubators.
Oh, I know.
You either have fucking power outage, heater short, something.
Or it just dies.
Yeah, or the freaking plug that it's plugged into decides it wants to have a coronary and just straight die on you. Oh yeah, shit. Well, they once it's in certain areas, it's like they're not gonna go run down there to try to find all their damn turkeys. I wish I would have something like that happen in my area, but nothing ever happens like that.
If it does happen, you won't be there. You'll be
Yeah.
somewhere else. You'll be at work.
Dude, what threw me off is I went to work one day after my days off, and like there's a strip of I'd probably say about 100 feet of the divider berry between north and south of the highway lanes. That there is just those little green fiberglass, whatever the hell you want to call those little green dividers. I don't know what color they are in your area, but they're like I don't know what the hell they want to windbreak,
He's
whatever
still
the hell
alive.
you have them.
One committed suicide by jumping into and then breaking its neck. Old birds went to freezer camp.
So 15 still alive. One committed suicide by jumping into lid, breaking its own neck. Old birds went into the freezer. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying the ones went into the freezer camp the other day.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming, Deb, that you were having a lot, much better luck with this stock. And is that due to the stock itself, or is that basically an increase due to the incubator help?
We're a different provider.
Well, no, because the current stock she has, I believe, was from a different provider of the eggs. But again, it depends on the incubator. Fix the bottleneck so that doesn't break anymore. Sometimes you get what you get. Birds are kind of stupid some days. Oh, that's interesting. An 8-ounce Red Bull can fits perfectly on top of a 12-ounce Red Bull can. Interesting. Oh shit! I was supposed to leave 2.5 minutes ago. But anyways, folks, all right. Thank you all for being here. Much appreciated. Jason and Molly for staying this long. I got like a swig left, so
Down the hatch.
and the first half of that swig went down weird. All right, we are done. Did not see half of the folks we normally see tonight. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. Our chat kind of sort of got disrupted at the beginning, but that was my own fault. But hey, it is what it is. It's freaking hot, by the way. It is 90 degrees, and it is 9 o'clock at night. I still have about 2 hours worth of watering to do. But anyways, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining me. Jason, Molly, thanks for staying this long. Matt, Colin, CR, Cecilia, Deb, Grace, Moose. For the few minutes Moose was in here. I appreciate it all. Be well, be safe. This is going to be Fox at Outdoors. At this point, signing off. Jason, with any last words?
Get out there and just slap a rat.
All right. Take care, folks. We will catch you on Wednesday for That Guy's Live. If not, we will be here on Tuesday for Colin's Live.
Yep.
Be well, be safe, and have a wonderful weekend.
Stay safe.